This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Stacy Jensen. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. News is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Hope you're having a happy Friday here on KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Stacy Jensen. It's Friday, June 10th.
Well, Las Vegas Metro Police Department is mourning the loss of a beloved officer. Las Vegas Metro Detective Justin Terry was tragically killed this morning on U.S. Highway 95 near Centennial Parkway. Police say that the officer was driving through a construction zone when an overloaded construction truck carrying equipment struck an early warning beam, which knocked it out of place. That beam then struck the unmarked police vehicle behind the truck, killing the driver and only occupant. Detective Justin Terry worked at the department for nearly 21 years in a variety of roles. Most recently, he served in the Homicide Sex Crimes Bureau, Sexual Assault and Abuse Section. Detective Terry is survived by his wife and 2 children.
And the United States will drop from Sunday a 17-month-old requirement that people arriving in the country by air test negative for COVID-19. This is a move that follows intense lobbying by the airlines and the travel industry. The step comes as the busy summer travel season is kicking off and air carriers were already preparing for record demand. Airlines have said many Americans are not traveling internationally because of concerns they will test positive and then be stranded abroad. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has determined that the science and data show that pre-departure COVID tests are no longer necessary. Many countries in Europe and elsewhere have already dropped testing requirements. The CDC is still requiring most non-U.S. citizens to be vaccinated against COVID to travel to the United States.
And the Pahrump Regional Planning Commission is considering changing, defining, or limiting the amount of animals on acreage of land or lots. The board is also defining the terms large and small animals. In addition, shelter may be required for more than one large animal. And this is happening in the rural estates and different rural zoning lots. Corrals, stalls, and barns may be required in certain distance from homes as well. Property lines, wells, and more. For more information on this and the links to the agenda item, you can go to KPVM's Facebook page.
And the Henderson Development Association held its first mixer since COVID. We have more on this story right now.
Well, we were back at it with our Henderson Development Association, which is the economic development arm of the Henderson Chamber of Commerce. So we had a panel this evening down here on Water Street at Shanita's, really talking about development, what's in the pipeline, issues facing the development community. Not just Henderson, we talked Water Street, Boulder Highway, West Henderson, but also some of the Las Vegas projects as well. And I think the takeaway was that there's a lot going on, and there's a lot being built, and there's a lot of good momentum right now in the development community. Well, I like to think of it as through the HDA and the Chamber, we really align with the developers who bring the money and make the investment. And then there's a ripple effect out of that, right? So when a project goes up, it goes through the construction phase, obviously, then you have the tenanting phase, and it just creates a ripple effect for small business that really is what the Chamber's all about. So we want to create and support the environment for responsible development, and then we want to also cultivate the end product to benefit the broader community.
How'd that go over tonight?
It was great. It was very informative. We had West Henderson represented with the spec industrial market with John Ramus at Germany Properties. We had Wyndham Kimsey, Taste Night of Kimsey Architects, really with the redevelopment perspective. We had Stu Hitchin from UHS, who's building the West Henderson Hospital. And Melissa Uri with GC Garcia, just really talking about some of the water issues and development issues that everyone's facing.
How many folks did we have out tonight?
Well, we had a sold-out event. It was a good thing. We had to close off registration at 150, so it was a good room, and it was good to be back. So it was our first HDA mixer we've had since the COVID days. So
If somebody wants to reach the Henderson Chamber of Commerce, how do they do that?
The best way is just go in hendersonchamber.com. But if you call the chamber office, that's what we're all about, personal service and connection. We'll point you in the right direction.
And we'll be back with more local news 25 right after this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on. This segment is brought to you by Higher Society Smoke Shop in Las Vegas. Call 702-982-2300. Call 702-982-2300.
Well, you might have heard of it, and it is a fun exercise with lots of music and, of course, very social. It's called Jazzercise. There's a special class that's happening on Monday that's free to the public.
Jazzercise is a dance fitness program. It was founded in 1969. We've been around 53 years, and we've continued to evolve with the fitness industry so that we can help people live a healthier, better life. All ages, men, women, all fitness levels, all sizes. It doesn't matter. Jazzercise is for everyone. Certified instructors, we modify as we see students need it in class. We show modifications so that everyone is able to do the job. On Monday, I will hold the 100th Jazzercise class since I opened here in Pahrump in January. Monday's celebration is open to anybody who wants to come and check it out and to see what they've been missing out on. Anyone 10 to 80, just show up and join us. We use a large variety of music, a lot of top 40, pop, hip hop, reggae, country, Christian, a really good mixture of music, but more popular things, things that you're going to be hearing on the radio. The number one benefit is physical and mental well-being. It boosts your metabolism, increases bone density. For me, it builds up strength, it helps my balance, and it's a good overall feeling just to get moving. Your lungs, your heart, good for your brain, because it keeps you thinking about moving in different ways. A Jazzercise is a social thing. It's a group fitness class, and what I've found over the years is those people that I Jazzercise with, those become my friends, and they're my social group, and it becomes a real community that supports people. Probably most important thing is that you bring water with you, and you want to wear some sort of athletic shoe. We don't suggest running shoes because they're not made for lateral movement, but a cross trainer or any sort of all-around fitness shoe. You want to wear flexible, comfortable clothing, definitely not sweats. It gets way too warm. And let's see. If you have mat and weights, bring those. If you don't, we do have some loaners at class that you're able to use. Monday's class is free to everyone. There's a class at 6 a.m. and at 9:30, but we do have, it is an ongoing payment. The least expensive is a $59 auto pay, which gives you unlimited classes here in Pahrump, the 6 classes that we have in person. In addition to that, you are able to stream my classes at home. But you also get access to what they call live stream from Jazzercise Corporate in California, and those are available 24/7. Okay, we're at Pahrump Valley United Methodist Church on Highway 372 there. You want to enter the door near the flagpole. You'll see banners and flags and things out there. Show up 10-15 minutes before class because there's a little bit of registration work. You can also go to jazzercise.com and search Pahrump, and you can purchase classes there and sign up there. Or you can call me locally at 775-572-8822.
And so much fun. And a dozen girls are now going to be competing for the crown tonight for the 2022 Miss Pahrump pageant.
Everyone's invited to come on down to the Saddle West Hotel and Casino Friday, June 10th at 6 p.m. to see the 2022 Miss Pahrump pageant. 12 contestants will be vying for the crown, and let's see who the queen will be and her court. These teen beauties will be judged on poise, talent, evening gown, activewear, interview, and so much more. Tickets are just $10 at the door, so come on down. News 25 spoke to the 2021 winner, Sienna Brown, about her platform and her hopes for the future.
I'm really sad because I had a lot of fun this year and I loved hanging out with my other court members, which was really fun, going on fun little road trips. So I'm really sad to give it up, but I'm excited to crown the new winner because I know they're going to have an amazing year. I hope to open a dance studio because I love dancing and I can't wait to teach little kids and kids my age that start in dance late too.
Once again, come down to the Saddle West Hotel and Casino off Highway 160 at 6 p.m. The show starts at 6:30, just $10 per person. See you there. Well, there is another pageant happening next week, and that's the Miss Senior Golden Years. We are showing you a contestant a day. Here's contestant number 2, Ellie Wilshuin.
Hello, my name is Ellie Wilsusan, and I'm running for the Miss Senior Golden Years, which is going to be held at Saddle West on June 18th at 7 o'clock. I'm a California girl. I originally moved here 2 years ago. I retired in like 12 years ago in California. I have two children. One of them is in heaven and the other's here. I have 6 grandchildren and I have 3 great-grandchildren, and they are just the loves of my life. And I really enjoy living here in Pahrump, in the town of Pahrump, and I'm a silver tapper, which I really am passionate about. Thank you. Hope to see you soon.
We're blessed with so many lovely ladies in town.
They are. It's going to be a good weekend, good times. We've got more about some adorable little kittens on the other side of this break. We'll be back.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
And welcome back. We're going to head out over to Desert Haven Animal Society where we catch up with them and a whole lot of little kittens that are so cute.
This segment is brought to you by Higher Society Smoke Shop in Las Vegas. Call 702-982-2300. Call 702-982-2300.
Hello, I'm Marissa and I'm at Desert Haven today. We have a little gray tabby kitten. He has 4 other siblings. If you're looking for a kitten, you can come on down and adopt one. These guys are super sweet. They were actually bottle fed from a super young age. They're just so cuddly. If you want any information on these guys, you can call 775-751-7020, or you can check out our Facebook page, Desert Haven Animal Society, or you could even stop on by. We are located on Siri Lane behind the courthouse. And also we're having an adoption event this weekend at Legal High on Frontage Road, if you'd be interested in that. Thank you.
Well, we've got a new face here at KPVM TV. We're going to introduce you to Katie Freder with your sports report.
Hi everyone, my name is Katie Freder with your KPVM sports update. The Las Vegas Raiders offensive line was a bit mixed up last season. From injuries to trades, the 5 guys on the line kept changing from beginning to end of season. When discussing plans for next year, Coach Carmen Brasilio says that although cohesion is important, it goes beyond just the 5 guys.
I mean, the reality of the NFL season now, it's preseason games for this year, plus 17 games, plus whatever else hopefully you can get to. So in that regard, you're going to play more than just 5 guys. So you've got to develop that by moving guys around and challenging guys and asking them to do more. And whether that's by technique or assignment, it's something that I think at the position you'll see us always striving to get more than just 5, really.
With training camp still awaiting announcement, the Las Vegas Raiders and coaches are strategizing and prepping for next season.
At this point in the year, we just want to make sure we get everything down. You want to get techniques down. You want to get fundamentals down. We want to get the playbook down. For a lot of guys, it's the first time hearing the terminology and concepts, and so as far as for me, is I'm getting into the book myself and then helping guys along the way.
Still in a big learning phase for us. Every opportunity we have to go out there on the field, we have a chance to get better. And, working hard. I think that they understand the way we want to work. They understand what we're trying to get done. And, every day just, get a little better.
The Vegas Golden Knights announced plans for youth hockey clinics in the Las Vegas community. The team's mascot, Chance, and some of the Vegas Golden Knights cast are trying to keep kids active over the summer while teaching them the fundamentals of hockey through these events. Due to many injuries last year, the Vegas Golden Knights organization got to see many prospects from the Silver Knights. 10 players on the Silver Knights made their NHL debut last season. This includes goaltender Logan Thompson, who played 17 games last season with the Golden Knights. Some of these Silver Knights may become golden from success in their first NHL games. Tickets for the Silver Knights 2022 to 2023 season are now on sale. This will be the Silver Knights' first full year in their new home, the Dollar Loan Center. Matt Davidson of the Las Vegas Aviators was named the Pacific Coast League Player of the Week. Davidson appeared in 6 games with 5 home runs and 11 runs batted in. The Las Vegas Aces have a game this Saturday starting at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at the Los Angeles Sparks. The 5-year pro, Kelsey Plum, was named the Western Conference Player of the Week due to her outstanding performances these past few games. Plum scored a career high of 32 points and helped her team win against Dallas. The Las Vegas Aces are hoping to win again and keep their #1 ranking in the WNBA. Vegas seems to be the new hotspot for all things sports, and now the NBA is potentially looking at expanding here. It is rumored that Las Vegas could be awarded with expansion franchises as soon as 2024 when the league's media rights deal expires. The Las Vegas Lights play at home this Saturday at 7:30 p.m. against Orange County. This game will be held at Cashman Field. The Las Vegas Lights hope to win against Orange County and improve their stats this season. For KPVM 25 TV Sports, I'm Katie Freder.
All right. And it looks like because we have an increase in reported numbers of COVID cases, there are apparently 84 new cases reported and confirmed for the last 2 weeks ending on June 6, with 3 in Tonopah, 2 in Beatty, and the remainder here in Pahrump. That's a total of 6,563 confirmed cases of COVID-19 positives countywide since the first reported case of March of 2020. Now, that COVID vaccine is available Monday through Thursday here in Pahrump at the Community Health Nurse Office. That's at 1981 East Calvada Boulevard. By appointment only. You can call them at 775-751-7070 and leave a message to be scheduled. Pfizer, Moderna, and actually all 3 are available now. Bring your ID, insurance, and proof of income to the appointment. Anyone with exceptions, such as no ID, will need to call to speak to a staff member regarding their appointment.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Look at those skies. It's going to be a lovely weekend, I believe, here in town. A little warm, though.
A little windy as well. John's going to give us a full weather update for your weekend right after this.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. We were talking all week about excessive heat warnings, potential record-setting heat. It's here. Look at this. Fernley, Fallon, 98 degrees, 100 degrees up in Fallon. Oh my gosh. Carson City, 92 degrees, and that's the cool spot in the state is Carson City at 92. Oh, low. Tonopah hit 94, 96 out in Goldfield. We saw Beatty sweating it up at 104 degrees. Oh my gosh, 108 in Amargosa. And out in Las Vegas, 110 degrees. Seems like Death Valley just yesterday. Death Valley today, 118 degrees. And here in the paradise of Pahrump, it's 104 current temperature. Oh, man, we are all sweating it. 106 a little bit earlier, so it's getting better. South-southwesterly winds to 11 miles per hour as the sun rose this morning at 5:25 a.m. Setting this evening, 8:01 p.m. Yep, we're into 8 bells plus 1 as we head for our low tonight of 80 degrees, and the southeasterly winds continuing to blow gently at about 10 mile per hour clip. Actually, it feels pretty good as we head on into the weekend, though. Oh, man, that wind, what a factor. Look at this, 17 mile per hour tomorrow, 23 mile per hour winds on Sunday. Temperatures staying up in the triple digits until all that wind goes on by. And then we're blowing into a couple of days of low 90s. clear skies. We return to triple digits Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And it looks like the wind comes back to visit us next weekend some too. So things to look forward to. But enjoy all the best parts of it while you can, and have a great weekend. We'll see you on the other side. Back to the desk. Here's Deanna.
Well, we have an amazing movie in the park on Saturday night. That's at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park, right of a honeysuckle between Dandelion and Pahrump Valley Boulevard. And it is actually The Big Red Dog.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's going to be great. Clifford.
Clifford.
And so it starts at dusk. And it's free, of course, and you can bring some snacks, a blanket, some chairs.
Bring your chairs.
They even have a snack bar there.
Yeah,
come on
sounds
by.
like a fun weekend.
And so you'll find out more by going to KPVM's local Facebook page, and we will have a little post about all the movies coming up.
Yeah. No,
have a great weekend, you guys, and we'll see you at the pageant tonight.
That's
Woo-hoo.
right.
I'm Deanna.
I'm Stacy. Good night.